You know, it's a system where the politicians are picking the voters rather than the voters picking the politicians. So I say it is time to say hasta la vista to gerrymandering.
What do we want? When do we want it?
Now! Tired of your tampering, stop your gerrymandering!
We are history! We are history!
Case being argued before the Supreme Court today. If the Supreme Court decides, as we hope that they do, that partisan gerrymandering is illegal, it will change the partisanship of this country, and it will force Americans to work together with each other to try and get things done on behalf of the people they serve.
If we get a good decision out of the Supreme Court, that's only half the job. Because what we need is to take the politicians out of the role of selecting their voters and put voters back in the role of selecting politicians.
When a nation cries out for solutions, this body does nothing. This court can change that. This court can fix that. Folks, the bottom line is there is absolutely zero conviction for bipartisanship in most of the districts that are supermajority districts. There is no reward for it. At the end of the day, you represent your party, you represent the primary voters, which constitute a minority of the minority.
Today is a critical day for the courts to take up. This is probably the most important gerrymandering case that has ever been decided by the U.S. Supreme Court. I am proud to be here to support the court's attempt to really define what is excessive redistricting, excessive partisanship.
And I'm looking at the building, I'm talking about Congress now, that have an approval rating of 16%. Herpes and colonoscopies are more popular than Congress. I say that the only one that can fix it is the Supreme Court, and that's why we are here today, the Supreme Court, to ask them to fix this problem.
And since the legislators who benefit from the maps are the ones who draw the maps, this is the building we have to turn to have our rights restored. And we're calling on this court, Democrats and Republicans coming together to restore that democratic principle that is the foundation of this country. We all deserve equal representation, and unless this court acts, we may not have that.